Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a little kitten who lived in a cozy room filled with all kinds of musical instruments. There were violins and guitars, drums and flutes, and even a tiny piano, just for kitties like him. Every day he would wake up feeling full of energy and curiosity, ready to explore his favorite place in the whole wide world. One sunny afternoon, while chasing a ball of yarn across the room, he stumbled upon his favorite instrument, the little piano. He sniffed it curiously and gave it a little tap with his paw. To his delight, a sweet note rang out, and he couldn't help but bat at it playfully. As the sound echoed through the room, he looked around to see if anyone had noticed, then began to playfully strum the strings. Determined to make music, he tried to sit down and play properly, but his paws were too small to reach all the keys. Still, he didn't give up. With a serious expression on his face, he stretched out his paws and tried again. Though most of the time his paws slipped and slid, making funny sounds that made him giggle. Whenever he hit the wrong note, he would shake his head and try again until he got it right. And when he finally managed to play a correct note, he would purr with satisfaction and rub his head against the piano in appreciation. As the days went by, he practiced more and more, slowly but surely getting better at playing the piano. One day, he was trying out a new song when he suddenly hit the right string. He froze for a moment, surprised by the beautiful sound he had just made. Then he started to purr and rub his head against the piano as if to say, "Good job, little kitty." Encouraged by his success, he continued practicing. And before he knew it, he was playing a full melody. He was so proud of himself that he jumped up and down and even did a little victory dance. His tail was up in the air the whole time, and he couldn't stop smiling. All his hard work had finally paid off, and he couldn't wait to show off his new skills to his friends. He played the song over and over again, each time getting better and better. The notes flowed from his paws like water from a fountain, and the melody filled the room with joy. Finally, after what seemed like hours of playing, he finished the song. He took a deep breath and looked around to see if there was anyone to admire his skills. Just then, his little animal friends came bounding into the room. They had heard him playing and were eager to see what all the commotion was about. When they saw him sitting proudly at the piano, they burst into applause. The bunny, the bear, the monkey, and all the other animals cheered and clapped until their little hands were sore. The kitten was so happy that he had finally learned how to play the piano. He had worked hard for many months to master this skill, and it felt good to know that all his efforts had paid off. As the applause died down, the kitten took a bow. He was ready to share his love of music with the world. The end.